Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Sunil here. Can you hear me? Please confirm in the chat box. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your responses. Are you all ready to experience the concept of Route 53 practicals? Isn't it? Yep. Perfect. Let's stop the chat. Okay. How exactly your client wants to route the traffic to their infrastructure can be defined using Route 53. We already have discussed about Route 53 policies. We have different policies like simple policy, weighted policy, isn't it? Latency policy, and then main and failover policy, as well as failover routing policy, and then geolocation. There are policies, isn't it? Every policy has its own specialty, and according to that, the traffic is routed. In today's session, we are practically experiencing how exactly if a end user is accessing a site, something like flipkart.com, how that gets routed to the actual web server. We'll create one web server in the EC. You know how to create a web server. That's part of EC2. And then we'll also create a domain name, and then we'll also learn how exactly we link the domain name to that particular IP address in this Route 53, isn't it? Very exciting. So before getting into the practicals, Baba Tunde. Good evening. I cannot hear you. Could you please talk? I cannot hear you, Baba. Please check your mic settings. Sumit Raval.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Hello.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Baba Tunde, you are now audible.
Yeah, thanks for giving me this opportunity. I've been looking forward to this.
It's my pleasure.
First of all, I want to thank you for this training. It's very, very helpful.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and also I got certified already, even before finishing the
Wow,
program.
good. So this means you already know this conceptual knowledge.
Not really, a little bit. Oh, far back, like a year, I bought Udemy course on AWS. I only
Okay,
watched like 3 times, but I had no time. So
okay,
when my friend did your program and also he did a DevOps, then he
okay.
gave me this link. So then you said if we need the videos and the notes, we pay
$16.
19. Yeah. So if you remember, I paid and I also got the DOM.
Okay.
So I went through the DOM and I
Mm-hmm.
also got the DOM from my friend. So it's just like the same thing. So
Okay.
that was helpful. I got certified. So I do have
Congratulations.
a
Yeah.
couple of questions.
Yep.
After this program, at least can someone apply for a junior position as a AWS? I'm a Linux. So my plan is to have to switch to DevOps. That's why I'm doing this AWS. And
So after this AWS, you will also be enrolling for DevOps.
I already did the DevOps, but that doesn't stop me from taking your class. But I need to consider the timing.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I already did the DevOps with another institute,
Mm-hmm.
but I missed some class in that place. So I think I'll have to redo or give myself time
Okay.
to go through the videos there because they provided videos as well. But
Okay.
my question is at least this training is based on a solution architect.
AWS Certified Solutions Architect. You can apply for Solutions Architect position.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Am I
I
clear?
think that's yeah. So sorry, quickly. Based on this training, I have this question. How does a synchronization between region works? So
Synchronization between the regions is done by different synchronization services. which is not part of an solutions architecture.
Okay, because I was like, if we have two region and you want all the servers to sync to each other, so
You
they
are
will have
right.
the same files and changes. The changes done on the server will replicate to the other server, something like that.
Synchronization, exclusive synchronization services are available in AWS. Okay, so using that they get synchronized.
So they pay for, there's a service for that.
Yes, you are right.
Okay. Thank you very much. When is the next DevOps? What time is it?
This month ending.
What time in IST? I'm in the US, so I want to see if it
Okay,
fits my timing.
it will be tentatively this time, same time.
Okay, around same time, like 8. It's this course is 8 p.m. my own time. I'm in
So
Texas.
something similar, something maybe half an hour plus or minus.
Okay, I think I can still meet up then.
Okay, you can do that. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
feedback.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Yes, Sumit Rawal now.
Good morning, sir. Today is my birthday, so happy to
Oh,
start my day
happy
with.
birthday. Happy
Thank you
birthday.
so much, sir. Happy to start my day with learning AWS.
1 minute, please. Happy birthday, Sumit Rawal. So what's your birthday plan?
Nothing, sir. I am in the lockdown here, so
So I have enabled the chat. All our participants, please convey birthday wishes to Sumit Rawal.
yeah, thanks a lot, everyone.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Anything? Yeah, please tell me.
Sir, I am in the lockdown here, so like now.
You are from which city?
I am currently in Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yeah.
Okay, happening
Oh,
city.
yeah, it's
Tourist,
happening, but right
tourist
now,
destination.
yeah, it's exactly its tourist destination. It's right now in the lockdown completely.
Okay,
So,
okay. So you're working in the IT industry in Bangkok?
yeah, in the IT industry.
Okay, so if I come to Bangkok, can I meet you?
So sure, sir. I
Huh?
would definitely love to welcome you. You know, like not only me, like in my company, there are 5 to 6 people who have joined your batches.
Oh my,
So
good.
yeah, I referred few people also. So, but right, not this timing. They joined earlier timing because this is some like morning time here. So here
Okay.
also morning time. So
Okay,
it's
okay.
8 a.m. right now here.
Okay,
So
okay.
many people joined from my company to learn AWS from you. And
Wow, very good. How is the feedback from them? Did you get a chance to know about the feedback?
yeah, sir, they all are happy. One of my friend has purchased your DevOps lectures also. So he cannot join the live batch, but he purchased the
Yeah.
lectures.
Okay. Good. Yes. May I know your previous experience?
Okay, sir. I am basically in Java, so I have total around 7 years of experience in Java. So, like now, you know, my and in company, everything is based on Amazon Web Services. So we are using EC2 instances, and
No,
so around.
generally in Bangkok, and then there is very less number of companies in IT industries, right? In Bangkok.
Yeah, exactly. My company has sent me. So there is a Bangkok bank here. So I'm working for them.
Okay, that's the
They are our
client.
client. Yeah,
So
right.
you're looking in client location.
Yeah, in client location.
How
It's
many
equally.
years you have to
Sorry.
stay there? How many years you have to stay there?
Okay, sir. Like you know, here it's 3 month visa, so like we need to extend. So as of now, it's still next year, March 2022. Okay, work permit is till that time, and like visa here, it's very problem. Like every 3 months, we need to get it extended.
Okay, you want it to be extended, or you want to come back?
As of now, like in India, also COVID cases are not good, so I'd love to extend my stay here only.
Because of COVID.
Yeah, because of COVID, and yeah, because it is. If you come here, you'll also like this place. So
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'll come to your location once it is COVID is done.
yeah, sure, sir. Please welcome.
Okay, yes, your question, please.
Not only me, sir, multiple my friends also who are your students, like they
Okay,
will also welcome you, but love to welcome you. You
thank
know,
you.
sir, I remember, sir, in my bank once, you know, we all were working, and on phone simultaneously we have opened your Zoom lecture of AWS.
Oh, okay.
I
Parallelly,
was, yeah.
okay.
Okay, sir, I want to know, like, right now, for example, using Route 53 in my region, like I'm in the Mumbai region, load is more, and I want to redirect my load to any other region. So after what
Not
is the,
redirect, you want to distribute the load.
yeah, sorry, distribute the load. So is there
Am I
any,
right?
Yeah, right, sir. Is there any
Weighted
is there
routing
any
policy.
threshold point after which like loads will get redirected?
No, it's nothing like threshold point. Okay, so if the no, it's not like threshold point. Anyways, if the load increases, that is all about creating a auto scaling that helps you to create multiple infrastructures. That's a different scenario, how to handle the load. Okay, this is there's no concept of threshold point here. We have a weighted routing policy where you can distribute the load to 50% or 30 70% as per the requirement. Okay, you have to go for weighted policy.
Okay.
So all this, let's practically experience it. So let's begin. Let's log into AWS. Services, network and content delivery. In that we have Route 53. Networking and content delivery, we have Route 53 service. This is how the Route 53 dashboard looks like. Fine. If you want to practice all these routing policies, simple weighted failover, all these policies, if you want to practice, you need to buy a domain name. You have to buy a domain name. Okay. Now I'll show you how to buy a domain name. I will show you how to buy a domain name. It's up to you. You can buy it or you can just use it. You can just use my recording to visualize how exactly it's happening. If you want to buy a name, there's an option called register domains. Okay. You have registered domains where you can search for the domain name. I already have bought the domain name. My domain name, which I already have bought, it is sunilcloud.com. Okay. You can also buy a domain name. Okay. So register domain, search for the domain name, whichever you want. For example, Sumit Raval wants to buy his domain with his name. Let's say Sumit RAVAL, sumitraval.com. He wants to check whether his domain as on his name is available or not. Sumitraval.com is available, $12 per year. Add to cart. Once you add to cart and click checkout, you already have linked your debit card to this particular account. So transaction gets completed. Once you buy the domain name, it will be available under here. So search for the domain and then complete the billing process, and then your domain will be available in the registered domain. Okay, clear? First thing what you have to do is to buy the domain name. Next, if you already have the domain in GoDaddy, you can transfer the domain, okay, from GoDaddy to AWS or whatever it is. Okay, first point, you have to buy the domain name. Now we can see the domain name in the registered domains. Fine. Next, let's make the setup ready. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create infrastructure in London region. I'll create infrastructure in Sydney region. We have to experience two regions, right? Multi-region, regional failures. I want to showcase how exactly Route 53 helps in regional failures. So for that, we have to create infrastructure in two regions. So let's go to London region. Let's have a pictorial representation. And we want to create infrastructure in Sydney region. In London region, we'll be creating two web servers attached to load balancer. Web server 1, web server 2, we'll attach it to load balancer. This is what we are planning to create in the London region. In Sydney region, we'll create one web server attached to load balancer. This is what we want to do it. Okay. First, let's create the infrastructure first. If you want to create this infrastructure, obviously we need to move to EC2. Do not worry about the existing instances. Let's proceed. First, I select London region. I don't want to create it in Mumbai region. I want to create the infrastructure in London region. Yes, so you do not have any instances. Proceed. Let's proceed creating instances. We create a bootstrap script, so it becomes a web server. And I'm writing a content like London-1 in index.html, the first web server. Let's name it as a security group, name it as web security group, today's date 05. I'm opening SSH and HTTP port. Review and launch. mylondon05.pem. is the key pair. This is first web server. Let's launch second web server. In the second web server, the content, the first web server content, I'm writing London-1. Here I am writing London-2. I select an existing security group. I remember the name of the security group is WebSG05. Review and launch. Click on launch. I can select an existing key pair also. My London 05 is the name of the key pair. That's fine. Second web server is ready. Done. Next. I create a load balancer. We already know how to create a load balancer. Let's proceed. For web servers, we go to classic load balancer. Name of the load balancer, London LB. Because it is in the London region, for easy identification, I'm writing it as London LB. Select an existing security group, WebSG05. Sysphenoid response timeout to interval 5 seconds. Add EC2 missions. How many EC2 missions? 2 EC2 missions. Next. Just review the details, proceed and create the load balancer. Successfully created load balancer. This is the name of the load balancer which we have created. Okay. Now, this is infrastructure part creation done in London region. Let's create the infrastructure in Sydney region. Instances. You do not have any instances in Sydney. Okay, that's good. Let's proceed with Sydney region. In Sydney region content, I'm writing it as Sydney 1. Launch instances as usual, Amazon Linux. Security group, I'm writing it as web as Sydney SG05. This is again, I'm writing it as. So I create a load balancer, even though it's one EC2 machine, clients use load balancer. I create a load balancer, I'll attach the EC2 machines to the load balancer. I select a security group Sydney SG05. Add EC2 machines, only one EC2 machine. So load balancer successfully created in the Sydney region also. So we have created the infrastructure. Let's test the load balancer starting with Sydney region. Let's test it starting with London region. So I switch to London. I want to individually test the EC2 machines first. Individually testing the EC2 machines starting with web server 1, take the public IP. London 1 page, perfect. Second public IP. London 2, perfect. Next, I should test load balancer. Is it distributing the traffic or not? Public load balancer DNS name. We access the load balancer using the DNS name. So we should get London 1 page, and then we should get London 2 page when you click on refresh. Yes, you can see London 2. Again, London 1. Fine. So infrastructure testing is done individually. I also want to test the infrastructure in the Sydney region. First, independently test the web server. Take the public IP. Yes, Sydney 1 working perfect. And let's access it from the load balancer. Yes, load balancer is also successfully working. Even though you click on refresh, you get only Sydney 1 because it's in Sydney. There's only one one EC2 machine. Okay, so you get the same page. So the infrastructure is tested independently. Both are working fine, good. So that we can experience now the how exactly Route 53 will handle the traffic. Okay. Okay. Sumit Raval, can you
Yes,
hear me?
sir. Yeah, I can hear you.
Whenever we are accessing a web server, we are accessing the web server using the load balancer DNS name, isn't it?
Right.
Go to London region. We are accessing the web server using the load balancer DNS name. This is the London load balancer DNS name. I am using this load balancer DNS name in the address bar. That's how I am able to get the web page. Okay. It could be as simple as London-2. It could be as complex as Facebook application, but we are able to access using the load balancer DNS name. So load balancer DNS name is not user friendly, isn't it? Instead, we want to link this particular load balancer DNS name to domain name, isn't it, Sumit? Something
Yeah.
like facebook.com. Okay, so this can be handled linking the domain name to load balancer DNS name. This is possible using Route 53 simple policy. We have a first policy called simple routing policy. Simple routing policy is as simple as that. It links the domain name to the load balancer DNS name. Sumit. Okay.
Okay.
So let's experience how can we do this. In the Route 53 dashboard, we bought the domain. Can you see we have hosted zones? So go to hosted zones. You can also see the domain in the hosted zone also. Observation, you have 2 records in this hosted zone. Number of records count is 2. What are those 2 records? Can you see here records 2?
Yeah, two
These are the
records.
2 records for the domain. One record is of NS type. One record is of type SOA, isn't it? NS stands for name server. SOA stands for start of authority. Select the hosted zone. For our domain, we have 2 records. By default, you'll have 2 records, NS record and SOA record. NS stands for name server, SOA stands for start of authority. So don't worry about this record. So what I'll be doing, I'll be creating a new record. Now, what is my plan? My plan is to perform linking, isn't it? What I need to link? I need to link domain name to load balancer, isn't it?
London
Okay,
user.
and this can be possible by using simple routing policy, like by creating a new record. So I will be creating a new record. Here we have option of creating a new record. which domain name you want to link to, www.sunilcloud.com. Okay, it should be of alias record, and then this particular domain name traffic should be routed to load balancer.
Okay. London.
Endpoint should be classic load balancer. And your classic load balancer is available in which region? My
London.
classic load balancer is available in this London region. So select the London region. In London region, you have one load balancer. Automatically, you're getting that particular load balancer. So what we are doing, we are linking this particular domain name to load balancer. And what policy you are following? There are 5 policies, as I mentioned. Simple, weighted. I'm going with a simple routing policy. That's it. We are creating an alias record. Alias record is nothing but a domain name we are linking to load balancer DNS name, isn't it, Sumit?
Yeah. Why use alias here? Like alias for the
Alias is for forwarding the traffic. Whoever requests the domain name, that will be forwarded to this particular load balancer. Okay, I'm creating a record. Routing policy simple, fine. Now there are 3 records. Previously there was only 2 records. Now there are 3 records. Then the third one is an alias record, which is linking the domain name to
London load balancer.
Okay. Now if I use sunilcloud.com, I'm able to guess the web page. Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 minute, please. Please pick up the domain name from the chat box. Please pick up the domain name from the chat box and try to access the domain name from your personal laptops. You should get the same page. Whoever is accessing, that's how the infrastructure gets accessed. Infrastructure is, domain is just the address. We write it in the address bar. It gets forwarded to the load balancer, and then load balancer, from there you get the actual application. Pick up the domain name from the chat box and tell me, respond me in the chat box, are you able to access the London page?
I'm not able to access.
Thank you very much. Just use www.sunilcloud.com,
Yeah.
not just sunilcloud.com.
Yeah, now it's coming. After
Perfect.
www, it's coming London 2 as a response.
Because it is a load balancer will distribute the traffic, right? So sometimes you will get London 1, sometimes you should get London 2, because that's a job done by the load balancer, isn't it, Sumit Rawal? So that's how it practically happens. Thank you for your responses. Isn't it, Sumit? Understand why you are getting London 1 and London 2? Because it is load balancer is distributed to multiple infrastructures. That's it. This is simple. We have achieved the first advantage. First advantage is, instead of providing difficult load balancer DNS name to public, can we provide this kind of load balancer DNS name for accessing applications? No, isn't it? So we always buy a user-friendly domain name and then we link the domain name to a load balancer. So we provide a user-friendly domain name. This is how it practically happens. Okay, how exactly the domain names are linked to the load balancer DNS name. When I have explained about the load balancer, some of the participants asked me this question. So how can we access the web server now? Not by using the load balancer DNS name, can we access using the domain name? And this is the solution. Okay. Yes. So let's have a questionnaire. Let's have a discussion. Yes, Gautam Reddy. Your question, Gautam. I can see your hand raised.
Hey Sunil, so do you have any what you call so when we buy this domain, right? Do you have any limitation, like any expiry date for that?
1 year. By default you buy the domain name for 1 year. Okay, 1 year. There's an option called auto renew. If you want to renew it, it gets automatic renew. Otherwise, it will be discontinued.
Also, I see for .com it's $12. So if we go
for other domains, it will be a bit cheaper, $5 or $7 will be there.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Sunil.
Okay. Sabarish.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Sabarish.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very fine. I just wanted to know that there is a policy called latency, right? So, what is
Yes.
that exactly? I just
Are you
want.
there yesterday?
Yeah, I was there yesterday, but I
Hmm.
just had a doubt.
Latency is all about delay because of network traffic. Okay.
So, which has very little latency, it will forward to that domain.
Exactly. Wherever
Okay,
in which
sir.
region is having less latency, the new request will be diverted to that particular less region, less
Okay, sir.
latency.
Thank you, thank you, thanks.
Pramendra. Yes, Brahmendra. Your question, please. Sorry, we cannot hear you. Sirisha, good morning. We can see your hand raised, Sirisha. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well. Yes, tell me.
Yeah, actually, while creating the new record, already we have default two records like SOA and NA.
Yes.
Those records will not set up automatically to the load balancer. Why we
No,
are adding new record set to and setting to the load balancer?
you have to create manually. Okay.
Okay.
So it will not happen automatically. How does it know that to which load balancer it should map to? There can be multiple
Oh,
load balancers also. So yes, record.
okay. Okay. Aliasing means actually I thought like an only we are converting the domain name to this one like a load balancer name, but it means
It's not
automatically we
converting.
can
In fact, it
uh,
is redirecting.
yeah, actually I mean
Okay.
in the with the help of load balancer name we are getting that web service to web
Yes.
service, right?
But we cannot give that load balancer name to the users, right?
So
Which is not
okay.
user friendly. So that is the reason we are buying the domain name and linking to that load balancer. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, sir, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Let's move on. And this simple routing policy works with only one region. You have buy a domain name, right? This simple routing policy works with one. That means done domain name, you can link it to one record only. Okay, that's it. One region. It cannot handle regional failures. Which one? Simple routing policy. That means if the London region is failed, come, that's it. Our application is down. Okay, so if you want to handle regional failures, then we have remaining policies. Remaining policies helps in regional failures also. That is weighted policy. Weighted policy, you know, if you want to distribute the traffic to multiple regions, you can do that by using weighted policy. So I want to now explain about the concept of weighted policy. Before going to weighted policy, I want to delete the records that I just now created. Alias record, which we have just now created. I want to delete. I want to start from the scratch. Here we have an option of delete record. The record was deleted successfully. Fine. For London, I want to distribute the 70% of the traffic to London region, 30% of the traffic to Sydney region. This is my requirement. 70% of the traffic should go to London region and 30% of the traffic should be delivered to Sydney region. This is the requirement. This can be possible using weighted routing policy. In such case, what you have to do, you have to create 2 records. Okay, one record you need to provide for London region, one record you need to provide for the Sydney region. You need to provide 2 records. Okay, so that's how it works. So let's experience it. So I create a new record. sunilcloud.com. It should be alias record. Endpoint should be classic load balancer. Okay, and then it is in which region? Sydney, London. And we already have the infrastructure in the London region. Routing policy, it's not simple. You select it as weighted. The moment you select weighted, your options will change. The options here will change. Observe here. Weighted, and you will ask for the weight. Weight is nothing but the percentage. Don't worry about this. I'm writing it as 70% because I want to provide 70% of the weight to London region. Next. Record ID. Record ID is just for our understanding purpose. 70% you are giving for London load balancer. Right? Just is it's like a token. Just to understand, the record ID refers to the weight. You can write anything. That's not a problem. Okay. Identification. Okay. So create record. So one record I have created for weighted. Record successfully created. You can see here record of type weighted policy, and it should be 70% linked to the London region. I need to create one more record, and that also should be of weighted policy and 30%, and then it should map to the Sydney region. Let's create one more record. sunilcloud.com, and it is also alias record. Endpoint should be classic load balancer. This time it should be in Sydney region. You will also get the Sydney infrastructure. Policy is weighted. Weight I write it as 30, and record ID is just to understand that it is Sydney load balancer. Weighted policy. So you can see here now, you can just have a review it. So 2 records we have created. One is both are weighted policy, 70 and 30. Now you have to test. So go to sunilcloud.com. As all are accessing the same domain, 70% should go to London page and 30% should go to Sydney page. So that means at least few of us should at least one or two of us should get the Sydney page. When both are accessing, both are accessing using the same domain name. Open in a new window better, and then try from, because you should not get it from the history. See, I am getting London page, but please respond. Some of you should get Sydney. Yes, Bappa today is getting Sydney page. Please respond in the chat box which page you are getting. Most of us, majority should of us should get London page, but some of you should also get Sydney page. Yes, you got Sydney. See, some of are getting Sydney pages, some of are getting London pages. What does that mean? All of our point the importance. Thank you for your responses. We have proved that the web server is behaving differently. Okay. Now the point what you have to understand. Okay. The point what we need to understand is that all over the world, everybody is accessing the application using the same domain name, but the content is getting deferred. Okay, and then client want to provide the complete load to one particular region. They want to distribute the load. You can do that. So this by using weighted policy. You can see here few of you are getting London page and few of you are getting Sydney page. Okay. Vinay has something to talk. Yes, Vinay. Your question. Can you hear me, Vinay? We cannot hear you, Vinay. Hmm? Please check your mic settings, Vinay. Okay. Vikas Sharma.
Hello.
Hi Vikas, how are you doing? But again, you're back to mute.
Hello.
Yes, Vikas.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Clear exactly how
Okay.
exactly the
Just wanted to
traffic is
confirm.
getting distributed.
Yeah. This is I'm getting London region.
Yep.
London 1 and London 2. Just wanted to confirm. Does it make sense to create a load balancer even with a one instant?
Okay. Technically, every business will use load balancer because assume because if this
Yeah.
instance is getting a lot of traffic, then using auto scaling policy, we create auto scaling helps you to create one more instance, isn't it? So that's the reason load balancer should be used. So when the traffic increases as per the auto scaling
Was
policy,
asking this because we
new
did not
machine gets
create auto
created.
scaling.
Yeah, we have not created it, but practically business people uses load balancer, isn't it? So because
Yeah.
to make sure that the application does not go down. So that's the reason even though it's one machine, we have used load balancer. Okay. Am I clear?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah. Clear. Thank
Vikas.
you.
Aditya Thakur.
Hi, Sunil.
Yep.
Sunil, while you are creating records, we can create multiple records also, right? There
For
we have
what?
option to add another record.
You can create it, not a problem. Okay.
And
Okay.
here load balancer.
Yep.
We can add one more load balancer.
In which region
Possible
you want
in
to add?
same region.
If you want, you can do that for a different application. Okay.
For one application,
You
we'll
can do
keep one load balancer, right?
That's it, because one load balancer is enough for one application, isn't it? If it is altogether completely different application, go for creating in different load balancer. That concept will be different. Okay.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay, Sunil. Thanks.
This is weighted loading policy. We have practically seen the end users results are getting deferred. So let's try to access the domain name. We get a different region. Fine. So this is a weighted routing policy. The next one is latency. Latency is delay because of network traffic. So let's first delete this record sets to experience the latency policy. Latency. The term latency is delay because of network traffic. Please look at this. This particular image helps you to understand the concept of latency. Yesterday's PPT. Latency. When user is requesting a particular application using the domain name, latency policy monitors the network traffic. To reach one region, it is taking 100 milliseconds. To reach a different region, it is 300 milliseconds. So the duration is more in the second region. So automatically the request is routed to the first region because the response time is fast in the first region. So latency policy regularly gets the report of the network traffic, and then the new request will be diverted to the region which is having less traffic so that you get the faster response. So I go for latency now. For latency also, we need to create two record sets. Let's proceed. I want to create a new record. sunilcloud.com And then it is of type alias record. Endpoint should be classic load balancer, which is in a London region. London load balancer routing policy. This time I mentioned it as latency, and then region. EU-West-U is the official region. You need to select the official region of London. So this is the official region. You have to select the official region. That's it. And record ID, something like London load balancer. That's it. Create. Of type latency. Got it? Record has been created of type latency. I'll create one more record. That's also a latency record pointing to other infrastructure, other region. We have it in Sydney, right? So I'm pointing to Sydney. And it is of type alias record, endpoint, classic load balancer. Sydney region, Sydney infrastructure, latency, Sydney region, Sydney load balancer. I think I'm right. Create record sets. Generally, response time will be speed for the infrastructure which is near, and response time will be little bit slow when the geographically the distance is more. Right now I am accessing the application from India. We have two infrastructure, London and Sydney. Obviously London is nearer to India, so when I access from India, I should get as London is near, I should get London page. Okay, see, I'm getting London page. Even though I'm clicking on refresh, I'm not getting Sydney page. The response time is fast from London. I think most of you should also get London page. Please respond right now as participants from India. You should get London page. Yes. Sriram, thank you. London page. See, majority are getting London page. Okay. Any participant from Australia. Okay. So if there are any participant from Australia, you should get Sydney page. Okay. Anybody from Australia, the 100% they'll get Sydney page. For them, the near traffic is Sydney. For them, the infrastructure is Sydney. Okay. So let's have a questionnaire. Kaiser. Good morning, Kaiser.
Yeah, good morning. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, like my doubt is like if we create this record, so we can create a number of record within the same different policies.
Generally, client does not give multiple policies. Okay, client will have their own requirement, and that requirement can be achieved by using these policies. Okay.
Okay.
Rajesh Ravindranath.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Rajesh.
I got to know how load balancer and the policies will work actually. But in
Sorry. How?
how these load balancers and Route 53 will work now. Yeah, no. My question is like in my application, my project, they use one more term called edge servers.
Edge
Okay,
servers.
edge servers, because each microservice will have a load balancer, and those load balancers will connect to the edge servers. I was confused why we use a term called edge service, because
They use edge servers because I think your application needs a lot of bandwidth, isn't it, Rajesh?
yes.
Isn't it? So
Yes.
the end users does not want performance issues. I think buffering and these kind of performance issues end users you may get you probably may getting complaints, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, those are the staging servers, because we use around 500 servers in.
So when they use edge location, the infrastructure gets buffered into the edge location. From the edge location, the end users will get the access. So you will find better performance of the applications when you use edge servers. That concept is completely different.
Okay. I was confused, because is that Route 53 or edge server is different? I was
No, that's different. Okay, that's for buffering so that the application performance is better. Which applications which consumes a lot of bandwidth, they use edge locations.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You're from Rajesh?
I'm from Karnataka, sir.
Is it the first time you're learning AWS, or you already know this?
Actually, I used from last 1.5 years, but I don't know this much concept is there behind the AWS.
Okay.
It's a very, very good class. Very good class. Even my friends from Hyderabad also learning. Suresh and Shravan.
Very good. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Rajesh.
We only refer. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Please refer. We are starting new batch in next week. Okay. You will update it. You get the updates in the WhatsApp group. Majority we are getting it.
Yes, sir. Already I have joined for DevOps.
Okay.
Yeah, already I have joined for DevOps evening course, but
good.
Yeah, that's all.
Good. Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank
I
you,
hope
sir.
I have answered your question.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So perfect. So we have discussed. So it's all about if participants who are near to that infrastructure to get that region. So it's based on the response times. That's called latency policy. Next thing is what failure policy. Okay, so let's explain the failure policy. Before that, let's delete the records which we have created. In failure policy, so what we do, we already had discussed the theory of failure policy in the yesterday's phase. In the failure policy, one region we define it as primary region. One region we define it as secondary region. Okay, always by default, you may be any part of the world, you may have a number of traffic, always the request will go to primary region only, 100%. You will never get the result from the second region. When the users will get the result from the second region, in case if the primary region is down. In case if the primary region is down, then only the traffic is routed to second region. That's the concept of primary secondary region. That's called as failure policy. So let's record sets are deleted. Fine. So let's proceed. Here also we'll be creating two record sets. One record set for London. I want to make London as primary region. I want to make Sydney as a secondary region. And here the additional step what you need to do is you need to create a health check. Health check. I hope you remember there is concept of health check in the load balancer also. A load balancer is having two responsibilities. One is distributing the traffic, the other one is monitoring the health. If one EC2 machine is not responding, the request will be routed to second EC2 machine. So it also will monitor the health that we have learned. Something similar to it, it next one more level. So the Route 53 should monitor the health of the primary region. Okay. If primary region is not responding, then the health check, the first thing health check will detect that it is not responding. Immediately, if the behavior changes, the Route 53 will route the traffic to the second region. So the new thing what you need to do is, in this particular policy, that is failure policy, you need to create an additional step called as you need to create a health check. We should always create health check to the primary region. Health check is not required for the second region because always it should monitor the health of the primary region. So the additional step what we need to do in this particular failure policies, we have to create a health check. So let's do that. So we will make London as primary region. We will make Sydney as secondary region. We need to create health check for this policy. The first step, I need to create health check for the London load balancer. The first step, I create a health check. Okay. How to create health check? So in the hosted zones, not in the hosted, in the dashboard, there is something called health checks. Right now, there are no health checks. I'm creating the health check. The name of the health check, you can write any name. As I'm doing for London region, I'm writing it as London health check. Endpoint should be domain name. Specify endpoint. Endpoint should be domain name. Domain name, provide the load balancer DNS name of London region. Here we have to provide the load balancer DNS name. I think we have to give a note of it. This is the load balancer DNS name. And which it should check for, path should be index.html always, you know that. Okay. Under advanced configuration, request interval 10 seconds, every 10 seconds it should check for the health. Failure threshold, if one time if the load balancer is not responding, that means it will declare it as unhealthy. That's it. Okay, so my Route 53 health check checks the health of the load balancer, whether the load balancer is perfectly responding every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds it should respond. If it is not responding for once also, it will declare it as unhealthy. So I will create the health check first. What is the name of the health check? London HC. Next. Do you want to get notified with an alarm? Do you want to create an alarm next? No. Health check has been successfully created. The name of the health check is London health check. Fine. Now go back to the hosted zones. By default, you'll have 2 records. That's fine. Let's proceed creating a new record. This is your domain name and it is of alias record pointing to classic load balancer, pointing to London region and link to London load balancer. Failover policy we are dealing with, and this is a one. London is what record? London is a primary record. You have 2 records. You have to mention which region is primary. I'm clearly mentioning that the London region is primary, and for a primary, you have created a health check. Map the health check here, London health check. You automatically get the health check which you have created and mapping it to London region, and the record I'm writing it as London load balancer. That's it. Okay, this is which region? Primary region. Create record. You can clearly see that the new record is of type failover policy, and this is the primary region linking to London. You need to create one more record and you have to mention it as secondary region. Create one more record, sunilcloud.com alias record pointing to classic load balancer, which is present in Sydney region, and Sydney load balancer policy is failover. This is what region? This is a second region. Second region health check is not required, so I write it as Sydney LB. Create record. Right. So I have created 2 records, one record of type primary region, one record of secondary region. So access the domain name. Sunilcloud.com. Always we should get primary region. Always we should get primary region. That means always we should get London page. Please respond in the chat box. Are you getting London? If you're getting London, please type London in the chat box. Perfect. See, always by default, you get London page. Perfect. Thank you, Guru. Thank you, everybody. You will never get the Sydney page because the primary is when you'll get the Sydney page in case if the London is, if the primary region is failed. Let's replicate a failure scenario. Let's replicate a failure scenario. How do you replicate the failure scenario? Let's simulate a failure scenario. Let us stop the EC2 machines in the London region. Let us stop the EC2 machines in the London region. So for that, we need to go to service instances. Stopping. Okay. Now obviously now the infrastructure is not responding in the London region. It should fail over to secondary region. So now I click on refresh. Are you getting Sydney pages? Please respond Sydney if you're getting Sydney page now. Please respond in the chat box as Sydney as you're getting Sydney page now. Yes. Perfect. So it's you. So I'm practically showing you how Route 53 is behaving. What else? Isn't it?
So you
Perfect.
didn't activate for Sydney region. You didn't use health check, right? Only for
only for primary region we need health check. Okay, not for the secondary region. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Perfect. So that's about failure policy. Let's again create the infrastructure. Let's start the missions. That's fine. Let's go with the geolocation policy. Okay. Geolocation policy. Let's explain geolocation policy. For that, I'm creating these two records. Point is, look at a typical requirement. Traffic from London should go to London infrastructure, London, and traffic from India should go to Sydney. The business requirement is Indian customers should be directed to Sydney infrastructure and London customers should be directed to London region. So this kind of based on the geographical location of the origin of the traffic, you want the traffic to be routed. This kind of things can be possible using geolocation routing policy. Okay, so let's do that. Let's experience it. Let's experience it. Let's create a new record. I think the web servers are already running. Fine. Let's create a new record. sunilcloud.com, which is of type alias record. Endpoint is classic load balancer, which is available in London region. London load balancer. Routing policy is geolocation. And then the location is traffic from United Kingdom. Here you have to physically select the location. You are clearly mentioning that traffic which is originated from United Kingdom should go to London load balancer. And you want, as now you want to define that traffic from India should go to Sydney. Create record. One more record for Indian region. One more record for Indian region. Can you hear me, Sumit?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Creating one more record. Alias record pointing to classic London load balancer, this time for Sydney region. And then Sydney load balancer policy is geographical location. And I am clearly selecting that I want customers from India should be routed to Sydney region.
Spelling is wrong, no? Sydney IP. Okay.
That is record ID. It can be anything. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. Now, as customers from India should get Sydney page. This will take few seconds to get activated. See, are you getting Sydney page? Perfect. As majority of the participants are India, please respond in the chat box what page you're getting. If you're getting Sydney page, type Sydney in the chat box.
Okay, I am not getting any page, anything.
You are not getting any page because I have defined the rule only for India and United Kingdom. Agree?
Agree.
Okay. Yes. Only UK and Indian people can access. You're right, Aditya. Superb. That's the requirement. They want their application to be available to specific country. How can you do that? Yes. See, majority of you are getting a Sydney because Batutunde is not getting any page because he's from US. So like this, you can restrict a specific region. Let's say the typical requirement is.
Sir, just one question.
One minute. Look at this. Traffic from India is anyways routed to Sydney, except traffic from other countries. For example, Sumit, you are from a different country, Batutunde is from different country. Rest of all the countries should traffic to routed region. In that case, what we do, we go to the first record set. Sumit, are you understanding the requirement, right?
Yeah. Other countries should be routed to London.
London. So you have to obviously traffic from India is going to Sydney page. Not let's delete. Let's edit the record. Instead of United Kingdom, there is a default keyword. There is a keyword called default. There is a keyword called default. By default, you will be routed to London. Save. Now, as I look at the record, let's try to understand the geographical location. Traffic from India will go to Sydney page. And the rest of all the countries, you should get London page. Now, Sumit, now you should get a London page. It will take a few minutes to get few seconds to get updated.
Yeah, now finally.
What you're getting?
Yeah, after many clicks, yeah, I am getting London.
Yes, now you're getting London page. And even Batatunde, now you should get London page. Please respond, Batatunde. Are you getting London page now? Babatunde. Okay. So that's how, Sumit, are you clearly, we have in the live, we have experienced how you are playing with Route 53 to achieve the client requirements, isn't it? Isn't it?
I'm not getting the page.
Now you're getting London page, Babat?
No, I'm not getting anyone.
It will take some time, okay, to get the update, okay? So we have practically seen how exactly, Sumit, isn't it? How exactly we are playing with Route 53 as per the client requirements to, now it's in your full control. Using all these policies, whatever the client wants, yes, you can do that, isn't it, Sumit? Okay, that's the power of Route 53. So deletion process is very important to avoid the bill. First, delete the 2 records, whichever we are creating in our hosted zones. Okay, delete the health check. I hope you remember that we have created one health check.
Right. For primary we created, right?
Yes.
So right now, like you are using sunilcloud.com. For example, you are using the sunilcloud.in. So will it by default take Indian region, or there
No,
also?
that's a domain name. Every domain behaves the same. Delete health check. Terminate the EC2 instances in both the regions. This many people forget it. We have created infrastructure in London region, so you have to terminate the infrastructure in the London region.
So you told earlier, like Indian, if we purchase .in, it will be cheaper than .com domain,
Cheaper,
right?
but it does not say that it should go to Indian page or something like that. Okay.
Okay, so these are
Terminated.
CloudWatch alarms only.
Instances are terminated. Coming to load balancer, we also have delete the load balancer. Delete load balancer. We have cleared it in the London region. We need to also clear it in the Sydney region. First, terminate the instances. You should be very clear in terminating whatever we are creating to avoid the bill. Yes, Sumit, what's your birthday plans?
Nothing in the lockdown. After this, I will attend a Spring Boot batch and then office work.
That's a birthday plan?
In lockdown, like company will send the cake. That's it. In the evening, I will celebrate on Zoom or on Microsoft Teams.
Okay.
Maybe after lockdown open, then we'll celebrate something. Phuket is here is a very good place. That is open also.
Which one?
Phuket. So I am
Okay.
in Bangkok, so that Phuket is a different state.
All these are in Thailand, right?
Right.
Country. You're something like cloud. You're saying something about CloudWatch.
So I was asking, sir, these alarms are all CloudWatch alarms?
All CloudWatch alarms. We will see that CloudWatch service in the coming session.
We are using.
Yes, Sumit, sorry. You're saying something? Sumit?
Yeah, so I was saying we are also using like AWS X-Ray for tracing and CloudWatch for alarms. So are these also for tracing also, like number of trace times we use the tracing service, we will get paid accordingly? Is that?
No, tracing is different. CloudWatch is different. We'll show you. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Perfect. So with this, we have completed the concept of Route 53. Before ending, let's have questionnaire, and next service is about RDS, relational database service. We'll have a exposure towards how exactly databases can be hosted. What is the solution AWS provides for the relational databases like Oracle or SQL, the SQL Server or MySQL, by using a service called as RDS. So we'll see that in tomorrow's session. So before ending, hi Kaushik.
Hi Sunil, good morning.
Good morning, Kaushik.
So regarding that failover policy, so as you said, if the primary is having the health check, it's able to
monitor the health.
It's able to They monitor the health and it's going to come to secondary. Same way, if secondary is becoming primary, it should have a health check, right?
Whatever it is, even whichever region is primary region, health check is mandatory.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, we are going to manually create.
No, your question is your question is, if as the health check is created, if the primary region is down, the traffic is routed to secondary region. Secondary region does not become primary. Secondary region is secondary only. Meanwhile, as an AWS team, we get a notification saying that the primary region is down. As an AWS engineer, we will fix that location. The moment it is fixing the location, automatically Route 53 identifies that the primary region is up back, and again it shifts back to primary region. Okay.
Okay. I thought it has something like HA, high availability.
No. Okay. I hope you understood how exactly now it happened.
Yes. Understood. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nikhil Garg, how are you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, actually, I have a question. Like, I have already a domain and also hosting there. So can I use it for AWS also?
You have to shift the domain name from what you may be having it in GoDaddy or any service provider. You have to shift it to AWS. Okay. So to practice this, the domain name is mandatory. This is nothing complex to practice. So just couple of videos. Please please look at the videos a couple of times.
I think no, sir, actually, I already have domain purchased and also hosting from the same.
Which AWS?
No, sir, actually, I have domain the purchase at ethicalhacking.online. It's my domain name.
You have to shift your domain name to AWS. It should be available in the hosted zones. Okay. You have to transfer the domain name. Okay. So check with the AWS customer care, as well as you are afraid exactly about the domain name, and you have to send the transfer request so that the domain will be transferred. Okay, Nikhil.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Dev, how are you doing?
Hi, sir. I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing well. Yes, tell me.
Thank you, sir. Actually, last 2 sessions I had a good interaction with you, and I'm happy for that. Okay. And directly I'm coming to the point, sir. Just I had one doubt in my mind. So when the primary has failed, we are routing the traffic to secondary.
We are not routing it. Automatically.
Automatically load balancer is routing it. So how we could come to know about the primary has failed?
Yes, good question. When the primary region is failed, let's say automatically Route 53 diverts to second region. But as an AWS team, you get a notification, okay, saying that at so and so time at midnight, 11 o'clock or whatever it is, the specific region has been failed. Okay, this kind of notifications we receive it using notification service. We'll be seeing it soon. Okay.
Okay.
Simple notification.
So that also we have to
configure the notification.
Configure manually.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'll see how to do it.
Okay. Thanks.
One more interaction. Anil Nalwade.
Hello.
Morning, Anil.
Hi, sir.
Yes, Anil.
Yes, sir. In this demo, currently we are assigning our domain name with DNS name of load balancer.
Yes, you're right.
So can we assign this domain
IP
name
address?
IP address.
Yes. In case if you're not using load balancer, you can directly, instead of load balancer DNS name, you can assign IP address also. But practically every company will use load balancer. Okay. So, but you can assign directly IP address also in case if you're not using any load balancer. Anil. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And second question is, as we see, all EC2 and load balancer is region based.
Yeah, you're right. Load balancers are specific to region. EC2 machines are specific to region. Yes.
Yeah. Then Route 53 is not region based. No?
Not region based. That's why it's called regional. It handles regional failures. It's not region based. It's above the region hierarchy. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anil. Okay, thank you all. I hope you have enjoyed the session. See tomorrow where we'll experience how exactly databases can be hosted using a service called as RDS, and what's the advantage client gets when they use RDS services. Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.